You know what it is. You know who it is. It's the Sizzle here on Iron Skillet Radio, Iron Skillet Television. Look, man, we've got the hottest topics going around, but we've got to talk about the one hottest topic it should be the hottest topic in sports right now. It's not just your homie, it's my homie, it's everybody's homie. It's Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes.
Iron Skillet Sports presents
highest paid athlete in the history of sport? Is that possible? Could it be? Listen, man, we got to jump into it and we got to talk about it right now. Who is the highest paid? Who is the best? And really, is he really worth it? So let me throw it to our elder statesman in the building. Jay Sizzle, are you excited about the Patrick Mahomes contract?
Well, I'm excited for Patrick Mahomes. Am I excited about it? He ain't giving me no money. But the whole thing is that with this big amount of money coming to him, there's a lot of stuff Patrick Mahomes cannot do. And it's listed in his contract. There's no jet skiing. There's no basketball playing. There's no baseball playing. I don't even think he can walk down the street by himself without being supported on both arms by security personnel. So this $477 million he's getting right now over this period of time is fantastic, but it also comes with a steep price. We're going to see, can Patrick Mahomes live up to this contract? Because a contract like this seems now they're looking like we need at least 3 or 4 more world championships.
Wow, 3 or 4. Okay, so let me ask you, Rich Sizzle, can they get 3 or 4 more contract or championships out of Patrick Mahomes?
Well, it depends on what they can pay his receivers for. But if you look at what he's worth, what he's valued, what he's done, look at last year. He was hurt, and he still put up phenomenal numbers. If he wasn't hurt at a point in his season last year, what Lamar Jackson did would have paled in comparison to what Patrick Mahomes is on pace to do. So given what he did last season, he continues that. Oh, yeah, he's absolutely worth that.
So, okay, so it's good to say that we can say in this segment definitively they show Patrick Mahomes the money. Patrick Mahomes got shown the money. He got a contract that represents what a quarterback should do. So let me throw it out there. I'm just going to throw it out there and let's talk about it. Does this in any way affect now the contracts that other melanated quarterbacks or other non-melanated quarterbacks get moving forward? Is this contract going to be the bar, or is this where it's going to be set for other contracts? Jay, is this something that you think moving forward everybody's going to try and get to that Patrick Mahomes money?
Can you play football like Patrick Mahomes? Can you throw the football like Patrick Mahomes? Can you scramble around like Patrick Mahomes? If you're Patrick Mahomes' twin and you can do what Patrick Mahomes does, then yeah, you get the money. No, this is a one-off, I think, on this situation right here. They locked up Patrick Mahomes because this serves something twofold. One thing, they keep their franchise quarterback for the next 10 years. 2 things, they keep their fan base for a full decade. So unless he falls off completely or he's severely injured, the Kansas City Chiefs, the coffers are going to keep ringing. The only reason why you pay a guy like this because you know there's a bigger return for you coming on the back end. So do other people deserve this contract? No. Have you done what Patrick Mahomes done? If you've done what he's done, you deserve the contract. Now, are other quarterbacks going to get more money off of this? At some point in time, the money's going to stop in the NFL. They can't keep paying guys like this because you keep paying Patrick Mahomes, you're going to look up down your roster and somebody's going to be making $150,000 that's starting in the NFL. I mean, that's just where it is because the money's not going to keep being there, especially with this COVID-19 right now. I'm a believer there's going to be a new structure in space scale in the NFL because you can't keep paying guys like this because you're not going to be able to fill out this 53-man to 55-man roster that's coming pretty soon.
You know what, G Sizzle? I'm going to start nicknaming you Twinkle Toes.
Why is that?
Because you just danced right around what you wanted to say. You wanted us to go after Dak Prescott. That's what you wanted.
Okay,
you just
maybe.
Won't say it. You just won't say it. Just say,
okay.
Is Dak Prescott worth 10% of that? And I'm going to say no. No, he's not. Okay? Moving right along with that. Let's also take into consideration that contract is huge, but there's a lot of incentives in there. It's show me the money, but Kansas City is also, like you said, show me them titles. So he's got to do a lot to earn that full $500 million. But I think he's up for the task for it. And like Jay says, there is nobody playing in the NFL right now that I could think of that is even close to earning that contract. He earned it. He has earned it. He has walked into Kansas City, has from the first moment he started, and has shown he's the man and has been consistent with that. I don't even remember a day he's had a bad game, really. So he keeps that up. Oh, absolutely. No one is been able to touch him. And if he keeps on what he's doing, we will be talking about Tom Brady who?
Tom Brady who? I'm sorry. Oh, you're talking about the guy who plays for Tampa Bay, that guy.
We're talking
Tom
about the
Brady.
reigning. Yeah, we're talking about the reigning GOAT. But
okay.
If Mahomes keeps on where he's at, he will be that new GOAT.
Wow. Now that's a big one. Wow, the golden
that big
GOAT.
light-skinned GOAT. That's going to be him.
The shiny GOAT. But, to your point, Rich, let's look at what he'll have available to him. Because if you're paying your quarterback $500 million, what do you have in as far as to Jay's point, what is the structure going to look like? How do you pay your quarterback, your running backs, your receivers? You still have to pay your offensive linemen. So how does that all work? How do you put that together, Rich, and make a team worth going out on that field?
Well, Mahomes is going to have to flip the bill to a lot of buffet lines to his offensive line. And he's probably going to have to buy a couple of cars to his receivers and hook up his running backs with some really nice vacation packages. I mean, because he can afford it after all. What you think, Jay?
Look, you got to look at this too, is that the way Mahomes' contract is structured, this isn't really as detrimental to the Chiefs' ability to sign other players. He got a bonus of $10 million up front, right? But he has a very salary cap friendly 2020 base salary of only $825,000. So a lot of his guarantees on this contract is $140 million of the deal is a fully guaranteed against he gets injured. So a lot of stuff that he's got going on with this deal is going to get deferred or it's going to get moved around. So I think the Chiefs were smart about locking up their quarterback, but also leaving them some room in there because we found out, look at Tom Brady. Once they couldn't continue bringing in those wide receivers, he started to decline. Even though he's a GOAT, he still looked great. He still figured out a way to win. But Mahomes still needs these weapons that he has on the outside. He still has the fastest man in the NFL playing wide receiver, and he needs those type of guys out there to blow the top off these defenses. So his contract, if you start looking at it, is really not as bad as we think it is compared to other teams about signing other players.
Yeah, it's one of those things you have to ask yourself, is it really as bad? And once you break down the financials, it makes a difference. But let me ask you this, Rich, before we get ready to leave. We keep talking about the GOAT and we keep talking about Tom Brady. Does this contract mean that Patrick Mahomes is the new GOAT?
No, it just means he's one very heck of a good player. But, I mean, come on, man. I mean, did you really ask that question? I mean, he has one championship. This is like the whole LeBron James thing. Like, oh, he's the GOAT after he won in Miami. Come on, man. Give him some time to earn it. I mean, like I said, he's got how many more rings to go to even catch up to Tom Brady? He's got how many more touchdowns he's got to do to even catch up to like Drew Brees and all those kind of people? I mean, he's earned his money from what he's done. But there is a huge ladder of success that he's still got to climb. Just because you got that money don't mean you're there yet. And we're talking about 10 years. How many years has Tom Brady been playing? A lot more than 10. A lot more than 10. This is just a 10-year contract. So he's got some years before we can even have that kind of conversation and put Mahomes in there.
And right now, you look at Patrick Mahomes. Did he catch lightning in a bottle? I won't say that. I say physically and with his ability, he played great. We didn't see it coming, especially the Chicago Bears didn't see it coming. But we know that a young GOAT is called a kid. And we know Patrick Mahomes, as young as he is, he's the best that we've seen at his age right now to being able to do what he's able to do. Is he going to be able to continue to do this for the next 10, 12, 15 years? We'll see. But until he gets to that point, he's not at GOAT status. He's just at kid status.
Wow. So he's just a kid. That we're just going to say that Patrick, your homie, my homie, the homie, it's just a kid. I can't even believe that you're saying that. Are you saying that, Jay, that he is just – you're saying it like he's just some guy, like his name is Mitchell Trubisky? I mean, I don't think that rolls off your mouth that quickly, but you're just saying it like he's Mitchell.
I don't think you just said that. No. Look, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback right now that we see in young quarterbacks. Is he the GOAT right now? Absolutely not. Let's ask some questions right now. Would you take him over Drew Brees? Would you take him? Are there any other quarterbacks that you would take over him? A lot of people would say no, but let's look at it now. He's had one of the best receiving cores out there. If it wasn't for them speed merchants he has on the outside, could he still be as dangerous with guys who are not running 4.2s? What about if he has guys out there running 4.5s and 4.6 playing wide receiver for him? Because if that contract isn't friendly, that's who he's going to have out there playing wide receiver for him. Guys who run 4.7s, who've been drafted in the 5th and 6th round or who walked on. Now can Patrick Mahomes produce? That's the question we're going to have to be able to see. Because if you put the cheetah on the outside in a fly pattern, if you give Patrick Mahomes with that cannon an opportunity to sit back there and throw the football, he's just going to throw it farther, and the cheetah's just going to run faster, and it's going to meet up in the end zone for a touchdown. Let's see if that can continue to go on.
First of all, Jay, and to go back to something that G Sizzle was trying to say, you have every right to call Mahomes a kid because you got shoes older than Mahomes, probably.
You're right.
All right. So, let's just move on past that one, please. Yes, who wouldn't you pick if you could redraft everybody and say, who am I going to get for my quarterback? It's just like in fantasy football. Yeah, you might want to talk about Lamar Jackson because of for fantasy points, his running back abilities. But if you're talking about arm strength, accuracy, etc., blah, 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 you're going to go with Mahomes hands down, and everybody else is like tier 4 or 5 and things like that at this point. Who can you put that you can say is anywhere close to where you think Mahomes is? Who is second, third, and are they even close to being second and third behind him? I don't think you can name anybody.
Let's ask a question. Remember when Mahomes got gimped up, right? We got the ankle gimped up and he got the knee gimped up, and he had to sit in the pocket. One thing we know about Patrick Mahomes, he wasn't really able to read defenses. Patrick Mahomes is physically gifted, the greatest gifted quarterback I think we've ever seen. I mean, the speed he has, the ability to throw from all different angles like a shortstop. We've never seen a quarterback really be able to do this and accurately. He could just fling the ball around. It's amazing. To me, he's more physically gifted than Brett Favre. And he's got a stronger arm, I believe, than Brett Favre. The question is right now, if he has to sit back in the pocket, once he starts to slow down, once he can't get outside via like a Cam Newton, RG3, other guys, and he gets rocked out there, and all of a sudden he can't move, can he sit in the pocket and read downfield and get the ball where he needs to go? Because eventually his game is going to slow down. Eventually he's going to have to 5-step drop and read what's going on down the middle of the field. And now we're going to find out, can he play quarterback as good as Mitchell Trubisky? Because maybe he can't read that well either. We don't know. We haven't seen it yet. But he said out of his own mouth that he can't read these defenses as well. And he was just playing off his cuff for the last 2 years. So we're waiting to see on that one. Right now, yeah, is he great? He's fantastic. Can he sit in the pocket and beat you from the pocket? Don't know yet. We haven't seen him try to do it.
Well, let me ask you this then. How many times did he take a game that was supposed to be out of hand and out of nowhere puts the team on his shoulders and comes back in rapid pace? Do we know any other quarterback that has that ability? Do we have anybody with that capacity? It's not a matter of what he may be able to read at this time or that time. It's the fact that once that window's open, he goes and busts through it like the Kool-Aid man. Forget that window, I'm going through the wall. And that is what he has been proven to do. And with that being said, yeah, he's that man. Or as G says, he's that kid. Okay, we'll call him kid. He's the kid.
Okay, so we'll just say he is the kid. He's the man. He is the one. But let me ask this, and I'll start with you, Jay. Is there, I don't even know really how to put it, is there a better option right now than Patrick Mahomes? Is he the best out of this class of new quarterbacks, these young quarterbacks that are in the NFL currently?
Oh, I'm saying right now, if you put everybody in the NFL right now and you line them up in a quarterback draft, I believe that Patrick Mahomes is going to be taken first. Just because of what everything Rich has said. Okay. So I believe that Patrick Mahomes, because he has this ability to come back, because he has this ability to threaten you with his legs. And, you know, the thing about Patrick Mahomes, you really don't think about him as a running quarterback because he's really not. But he can get outside and hurt you, and he can sprint away from your outside defenders who can't contain Patrick Mahomes. That's the biggest problem with him right now. Nobody can keep him contained. And he has a rocket who can flick the ball 65 yards going away from his body. I've never seen anybody be able to throw the football like that. So this is a guy who I think right now, if the NFL if we held a draft for quarterbacks, he'd be the number one draft. He'd be the number one draft pick. Now, is he a guy, like I said before, if he needed to read, if it wasn't for his body, if he had to read these defenses, if he had to make that drive going down and you had to put it in his hands, I don't know. I mean, he's great, fantastic. We've seen him make these drives, but we also saw a 42-year-old put a team on his back for 3 straight years and do some fantastic drives out there too. So you got to flip a couple of coins. You know, the Drew Breeses of the world. We got to see out here that guy up there in Green Bay who we don't want to mention. That's a bad man up there, as Stephen A. Smith says it. So I mean, we got to look and see. But right now, Patrick Mahomes probably will be the number one pick overall.
Am I wrong? Is it just me, or does Patrick Mahomes somewhat remind you of the nameless quarterback in Green Bay? I'm not going to call his name because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. But does he have a little some of that in him? Like just a little Aaron Rodgers in him? Does he have that in him? Or is it just me? Because I see his escapability sometimes, and I've seen him put balls places I didn't think that he was going to be able to get it there. Is it a little Aaron Rodgers in him, or is he even better than Aaron Rodgers?
The only thing that I'm going to say is comparable is he can make something out of nothing, which is Aaron Rodgers' specialty. But the difference is usually it's Aaron Rodgers making something out of nothing on a Hail Mary or at a time when it's like desperation, and Patrick Mahomes is just doing consistently and consecutively. He's not like Jay said, he's not real bothered in the pocket. No, there is, when you look at a guy like Mahomes at his age and his experience, and he's already in a league of his own, you have to pick him. Granted, if we can take Drew Brees and Brady and even Aaron Rodgers, we can bring them back to when they're 27, 28 years old or whatever else like that. Sure, we can have that conversation, but those 3 guys are not in their 20s anymore. Mahomes is young, and he's already at that elder statesman experience level. Well, maybe not experience, but elder statesman's activity at that young age. So absolutely. Like, have we even seen his fullest potential yet? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest question. I mean, really, we're looking at him, but we don't know exactly what Patrick Mahomes is yet, because this is only is this his 3rd year or 4th year? What is this for Mahomes?
Well, the first year he didn't play, but then he started after that 2nd year. So we're
he's on his rookie deal still.
Yeah.
He's only getting paid $825,000 this year.
Let's remember, he got drafted with that other guy that we're supposed to be talking about and aren't talking about You know, that Bears quarterback.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. That sums it up. Oh, we're gonna get quiet and all whatever now. Okay.
Oh yeah. It's gonna get real quiet when you start talking about that dude. In fact,
I didn't bring him up. I didn't even bring his name up. You know,
you did.
I just used him as a reference. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
Right.
Well, he came in with Deshaun Watson. All right. How's that? Is that better for you? Okay.
No, that's even worse. We could have had Deshaun Watson too.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, he came in with Lamar Jackson then. All right. Is that better?
No, because we could have had Lamar Jackson too.
All right. On the other side, when we come back, we've got a hot topic, something that I think is going to be interest to all of our listeners. But listen, you've got to stay there. You've got to stay linked in and stay hooked in. You're listening to The Sizzle. We'll catch you on the other side.